Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Heroes of the Storm. My name is Winback and today we're going to be playing everyone's favorite selfish ninja character, Genji. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, your heart out, soul away, YouTube consciousness. I don't know. Today's team comps are going to be Johanna, Zul, Genji, Lieutenant Morales, Zul'jin versus Tychus, Varian, Kael'thas, Ana, and Diablo. I'd say that the enemy team has the better comp, but we're going to make sure that they don't get to use it. Playing Genji is just, in and of itself, really fucking rewarding. See? Just like that. Just like that. As long as you're aiming your abilities and you're using them at the right time, and you're being the annoying fuck that you really should be, your whole job as Genji is just kind of simple. And mainly that is just going to be your rotating, stopping rotations, killing people on rotation, ganking people that are low health, and diving into the backline to be an unholy terror. So, if you're not aware, Genji's abilities are Shuriken. We get 3 charges of these. They are going to throw out 3 Shurikens, and each of them is going to do a teeny amount of damage. If you hit all 3 of them together, obviously they're going to do a bunch of damage. So 3 times 7. What's that? 210 if we hit all 3 at once. Pretty cool. And then Deflect is our W. It's going to make us protected for the time that it is channeled, and it is going to knock back damage that we take while channeling the shield. So we're channeling for 1.25 seconds, and then while we take damage every time that ticks, we're going to deal 62 damage back at the closest hero, I believe, prioritizing heroes. So, say Tychus is just auto-attacking us directly in our face, and standing there while doing it, he's going to eat a lot of damage back into his dome piece. There you go. He seems to know to stop attacking us, so that's good on him, but at the same time, once the team fights start happening, oh no! Saved. You're welcome. Look at that Genji peel. That's how we do it. Right, when the team fights happen though, if Genji is eating a lot of damage with his deflect and passing it back to the nearest person, you know, maybe those Tychus autos matter even less. Right? See what I'm saying? Our E is going to be Swift Strike, and it is a decently long skill shot. It's going to be a huge dash, and it's going to do a lot of damage in a line on that dash. So 231 damage to all enemies in the line. The line is about as thick as Nova's Snipe. So basically you think of it as Nova's Snipe on a much longer cooldown that you are using your body for. I know, hard to imagine, right? Shooting Genji out of a gun is essentially what it is. I don't know why the Diablo is the one offlaning. It seems like the Varian should be up there, but maybe enemy team really isn't into meta stuff. Seems weird. Seems weird. Ooh, ooh. Fight breaking out in the bottom lane. We need to get down here so we can do one of those. Is there another kill? Nope. I'm gonna parry a lot of our damage. Nothing that we can do there. So the but I mean that's essentially what Swift Strike does. If you kill a person with it, or a person is killed within a 1.5 second window of hitting them with Swift Strike, you reset the cooldown and you can launch after people again. It's really cool. It's one of the most fun parts about playing Genji, and it's one of the reasons that you cannot be anywhere near him if you have relatively low health, or if teammates have relatively low health, because he will just reset over and over and over again, killing your entire team one at a time. Not that that happens a lot, but it is a pretty common fear. Oh no, he's not gonna live, is he? Shit. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Part of me wants to jump over the wall and kill him, but I won't do it. I'm not in the mind frame that I can just end people with confidence. There is a camp up over here. Is anybody doing it? Nope, nope, doesn't look like it. So again, the cooler part about Genji is that since he's such a rotation-happy character, he can go in between the bottom two lanes on this map specifically really quick, and he can kind of force people to make bad decisions. Chasing that Morales down, huh? Really, oh my god, how did he live? He didn't, but I didn't get the reset, and that is really upsetting to me. Yeah. So anyway, the next part of our abilities here, Cyber Agility, is going to be our D key. This is just a little hop. It's basically a dash that Genji does. He can do it over terrain, and he can get out of trouble basically scot-free. Genji is one of the most mobile characters in the entire game between his E and his D, and he can just launch all over the place. I'm just going to try to block as much damage of that living bomb as I can. It's 3 versus 3 right now. It's 3 versus 4 right now, but we're kind of giving up the point because we're not fighting on it. Alright, here we go. Our Zul'jin is stacking like mad, though. It's going to kill him with our deflect and hop right over the wall and out. You're welcome. I know. There's at least 2 plays in this video that are fun, right? Thank you for watching. I hope you're entertained. It's a free camp for us since Kael'thas is dead. The team just has to come over and kind of do it, so... But that's alright. Zul'jin's helping me out. We're going to go ahead and knock the rest of this bad boy down. And then I guess we could talk about ultimates now. So, Dragon Blade is going to be our first choice. 100-second cooldown is pretty steep, but what it's going to do is whip out that huge-ass sword on Genji's back, and... a little bit late on the stim drone, but when we use Dragon Blade, we're basically going to replace our abilities with a dashing sweeping strike for our Q, and then our W and our E are going to remain the same. But Genji, basically, he'll dash forward, he'll do a bunch of damage and a pretty wide arc, and that goes on for, what is that, 8 seconds. So it's huge AoE damage that Genji can just basically use to dash in, chase people down with. It makes him even more mobile than he already is, if you can imagine that. What are you doing over here, buddy? Get out of here. Stab it. Leave me alone. I don't like you. I don't think he can channel that, though, because we've got the shurikens. Ding. There's one. Still got 3 charges of those fuckers. Do they... I think we get all 3 charges back at once, too, once the cooldown goes down, which is nice. Ooh, there it is. The Dragon Blade is out. We're going to chase down the Varian. He didn't die from that E damage, though, which is a little bit... I mean, I was accounting for one thing, and I didn't get it, so here we are. Deflect some damage back, get a big shield, and run away. X-Strike is our other ultimate. I like X-Strike more, but I don't practice Dragon Blade enough, so I need to do that. A little bit sad, a little bit sad. X-Strike, though, is just a huge X that you slap on the ground, and it's a pretty big burst damage. It's nice. It's nice. I like it a lot. Really good for singling out and killing single targets if you have that kind of comp, but since we don't, apart from Zul with his root, Dragon Blade is just the better pick. Dragon Blade, I think, is, well, it's probably about 50-50, to be honest with you. The talents, though, at level 1, we're going to take Agile Dismount, and when we are mounted, we are going to launch 70% farther in terms of jumping, and the cooldown is going to be reduced by 14 seconds, which means that our Cyber Agility is only a 6-second cooldown when used from our mount. Awesome. Good stuff. At level 4, we're picking up Strike at the Heart, which means that when we hit people with the tip of our Swift Strike, they are going to take a little bit of extra damage. 223 damage after 1 second. So it's not damage over time, it's just another small amount of burst damage after a single second, which is, it's almost double damage. Probably about 150% instead of, or no, sorry, it's, I don't know, math is hard. At 7, we're picking up Augmented Guard. This talent recently got buffed for Genji. So what's going to happen is all the damage that we deflect with our W is now going to be transferred completely into a shield for 4 seconds. So not only does that make Genji super tanky. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm just going to take a nap during my Dragon Blade. Really cool. Love that that character can do that. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. But making Genji tanky as hell after he uses his deflect is actually really useful. This talent had to get buffed this hard to make it pickable, but now that it is this strong, it is seeing a lot more, or at least the pick rate is evening out with perfect defense. So perfect defense is going to reduce the cooldown of your deflect, but being that a lot of the enemy team is just kind of not hitting me while my deflect is up, reducing the cooldown isn't as easy. And then Cyber Shield, obviously it's, you know, spell armor, you're never going to go wrong with that. And dodge is a little bit weird. I mean, dodging one basic attack every 7 seconds is completely useless against Tychus. I don't know. Oh, you're just going to walk up here and let us kill you, I see. Or take your souls, at least. Interesting. Interesting choice. Interesting decision making from the enemy tank. We're headed up towards the top lane to help out our friendly Zul get the Swift Strike on top of the Varian in the root. Blocking not a whole lot of damage. Down go both characters because our entire team rotated up to help out, and that's what teammates do. Sometimes you see a buddy in trouble, you gotta go help him. The talents, the rest of the way though, level 13, we are going to be picking up Way of the Shimada. This is going to increase Genji's basic attack range by 1, which is very strong because Genji's auto attacks are a lot of his damage. And then each time Genji hits an enemy with the basic attack, we're going to increase our attack damage by 1%. I just killed myself. I just ultra killed myself, and my healer was not really around. That's probably more my fault than anything, though, because I did dash 20 screens away to try to get a kill. That was not going to happen, so that could be worse, right? We're 16-14 right now, though, so I don't have the biggest concern in the world for that death. Death timers aren't the biggest problem at the moment, and we could just play Ring Around the Rosie a little while with the shrines until I'm back ready to go. Anyway, back to the talents, though. Since we have some time, Way of the Shimada, obviously, 15% extra damage on your auto attacks is extremely good, and obviously the range increase in and of itself is very, very, very strong. Not only because it lets Genji do a lot more damage from safety, but because you know, extra damage is always a good thing. Wow, he just straight up ripped it there. That was us using our agile dismount from the mid lane and then launching in with the Swift Strike at the... Oh no, oh no. Ah, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Launching in with the Swift Strike. So again, Genji has a stupid amount of mobility, and he can engage from really, really, really crazy distances. It's just, that's part of the reason that the character is so fun and so good in circumstances where he needs to do a lot of rotating. If you're playing him on Braxis, especially, since he has all of this ability to just kind of move all over the place. Oh no. The armor, like, just ran out, too. Bummer. Trying to get... Okay, yeah, that was a very small amount of deflect. Tychus is really good at not attacking me when that's happening, so... Are we going to be able to get the Varian? I don't think so. I can only do so much with this. I am dead as well. Really unfortunate. That is 5 people versus 3, so I shouldn't have even been remotely close. And I wasted that ult entirely. Our Zul's still pushing both top and the mid lane, so we don't really have a whole lot to worry about other than the enemy team taking this fort, and that's not really a big deal. So we do have 2 force of our own down on their side. But back to the talents again. Final cut is going to be our 16. After 1 second, Swift Strike deals an additional 264 damage in the line that we created when we initially dashed. So we're going to dash, and then it's going to deal a bunch of damage again in the same dash line. You'll see a little ghost that pops up and does a Swift Strike after we use it. So couple that with our Strike at the Heart. If we manage to hit him with the tip and hit him with the final cut, the Swift Strike is going to do ridiculous amounts of damage. That's like anywhere from 800 to 1,000 damage if we hit with everything. Oh no! Alright, there's the Falling Sword to try and peel for the medic. And then, ooh, good block there. Just going to jump into the back line with our Dragon Blade here. Try to get, yes, Kael'thas is down. Tychus is next on the menu, and then Ana should die. I guess we're not going to go for Ana. That's fine. Hitting 20 in the middle of that Dragon Blade was really unfortunate because hitting 20 means we increase the duration of the Dragon Blade every time that we hit a hero with it. Increased by 0.5 seconds, and if we kill a hero within 1.5 seconds of being hit by Dragon Blade, we're going to reset the cooldown of our Swift Strike. So, it used to be at level 10 it would do that, but everybody knew that was too broken, and Genji was just kind of slapping the shit out of people with reset after reset after reset, and they had to move it to just a level 20 talent because that's the way things work here. When we balance things, we just change around their talent tiers. That's how we make it happen. A little bit back and forth there in the beginning, but kind of spooky. He really doesn't like me, huh? Imagine being a completely immobile mage, just right-clicking on a Genji into his entire team when you still need to defend your core, being 2 levels down. Whew. Okay, she's coming. Yeah, she's gonna be just... Got it. Completed the headhunter quest for our Zul'jin. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I mean, that game was kind of stompy. My apologies for that, but hopefully you got some decent Genji information out of it. The talent build, in case you need it again, it's going to be Agile Dismount, Strike at the Heart, Augmented Guard, Dragon Blade, Way of the Shimada, Final Cut, and then the Dragon Becomes Me at 20. Don't fall into the trap that you picked Zanshin at 20. Even if you're trying to meme to your maximum ability, just don't do it. Save everybody the headache. Do yourself a favor. And, wow. I really wasn't expecting that to be such an explosion of a game. I was half of our deaths with 2. Maybe that wasn't the greatest game in the entire universe. It felt good, though. I mean, making Genji plays at the end of the day is really what it's all about, right? What do we do for damage? Second highest in the entire game. I'm down with that. Totally wicked down with that. Thank you so much for watching, though. I'll be back tomorrow to wrap it up. I finally figured out who I want to play, and we're going to be playing another Overwatch character. Try and guess who it is. I'll see you then.